So, anybody mind if I just hold my head up? I'm tired. I just got done working. I know I'm in the last week. I think it's the last week. I think this is it. I think this is it. Um, Welcome back to the 30th day of the 365-day manifesting experiment. And I went to my therapist today. I took a break at 5 and went over to see her, and it was really good because we were talking about, I told her about this thing that I'm doing here, and how it has helped my mood um, to kind of restore back to where it used to be, like a couple of years back. Honestly, I almost think it was pre-COVID. COVID really did a dinger on everybody, didn't it? Um, and so I was kept talking about how I know how to manifest things, but it's been kind of like not happening lately. Don't say that out loud. Shh. But I think what's interesting for me, and I shared this with her, was that things that would have triggered me in the last couple of years. What I've noticed is I get more revved now than I used to get for a while. I used to not get revved for a while, and there was time periods where for years I'm just such an emotionally reactive person, and it's really good for me in most ways. But there are times where it just drags me down the hall and kicks me in the teeth, and so I try not to get too revved up. But whew, I can tell when it's happening. I mean, my face, I just go and I feel like my blood pressure goes up and the whole kit and caboodle. So anyway, um, I'm fine every time. Like I said, last week or so, I haven't counted the days, but um, the little things are happening that I know would have triggered me to go down the wrong path for myself. And today, one of them was, and I said I'm feeling comedic, like there's comedic responses for me to it now. Like I feel like I think it's funny, and it's not funny, but I think it's funny. I told her today I think my funny bone's back. Um, I got sent an email today from the person who's going to be picking up where I leave off at the project that I'm working on, and she talked about the wages that would go for the next project person following me. She's from somewhere else, so she doesn't know um, what they offered the main person, right? And I argued for more money on the project and got some leeway on it, but not a lot. And I was like, this is totally a part time job. You know what I mean? And I think they thought I was lying, right? I don't think they believed that when I told them how much money I had made in my prior job around this kind of stuff. And, they're, well, it's the hospitality industry and it's Maine. Okay. All right. So I didn't mind because it was going to be part time and it was going to be easy for me, and I was going to be able to spend the summer in Maine, and so I was a win-win for me until it wasn't any of those things for me. So she spills the beans on how much money they're thinking about the next group because she doesn't know, she hasn't talked to them about it. So she's coming up with what the corporate um, rate is for these types of projects. And I'm like, boing. Now, I wouldn't do it even if they offered it to me, okay? I swear I would not. It's my time and my happiness and my peace is more important to me than having money come from that way. So, it's okay. But I was still laughing because I'm like, I'm sitting here trying really hard to make sure I don't leave them in a lurch or don't leave them hanging, and make sure that I really do a good job even though I don't want to be there anymore. And I get that for feedback, and I'm thinking to myself, why am I doing that? Why am I doing all this? Now the truth is I'm doing it for the people that I've been interviewing because I have a way of um, this is part of the manifestation. I have a way of communicating with people because I can read you through the screen. Okay. I can tell who you are. Like, go right in. And I've been doing that with the people I've been meeting and talking to, and they've been giving, the experiences have been moving. I mean, in some situations, like today was a very moving experience because a person came on who was incredibly having a very rough day and was trying to hide it and be polite with me, but I could see the just really, gonna she was gonna self-sabotage the interview because she couldn't get out of her own way. And so I just stopped and said, take a deep breath. We're good. We're just going to have a chat. We're just going to talk. So take a deep breath. It's okay. You ran a little late. No big deal. I do it all the time. And we started to talk. And as we talked, she got lighter and lighter and smiled. When I first saw her, she was like resting bitch face, right? And then by the end of the call, she was like, hey, la 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 la, excited and whatever. And I said, I'm glad to see you shining. And she was like, she almost was moved to tears, which almost moved me to tears because I will cry when you cry. Um, and she said, thank you so much for this conversation. She said, I have to go to work now. And she was like, I'm ready. And I'm like, you are ready. You're going to go and they're going to be like, what happened to you? So it was really nice. And this is why I'm still on this project. And I think this is part of the manifestation. This is what my therapist and I were talking about. She's like, maybe it isn't about what you think it's about. And maybe you need to provide some service and do some things that are going to shine some light on the dysfunction of that organization. And the people who are not dysfunctional in the organization need to see it. So you're doing your old HR job well, which doesn't feel good, but you're shining some light. So, anyway, I won't go on. It's been 7 minutes. Just that was very interesting. And I want you to think about that how you impact people and your manifestation is sometimes, and I think I've said this already, you have no idea what you're manifesting sometimes until it's in hindsight. So, keep the faith and keep the high vibes and work on that every day because the focus on it without over focusing, but me just getting on with you guys every day makes me realize how I'm generating stuff. It's very exciting. I was like, when they heard about that money thing, I was like, oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. But they did. It's okay. See you later. Love you. I know. I do. I love you guys. Bye.